And this is Wayne Woldt. I'll jump in now and also welcome you to this new E-Extension Learning Network. Thank you, Ann, for a brief overview on where E-Extension is headed, and we're certainly excited about being a part of these new dimensions. Today we thought we would provide an overview of this new learning network. If we could go ahead and cue up the short video, that'll give a little bit of background while I talk a little bit about where we're headed here. We certainly know that unmanned aircraft represent a rapidly emerging technology. There's many and varied uses. In fact, I suspect that the types of uses and ideas are really only limited by our imagination. There's some really interesting thoughts out there on where this could go in terms of agriculture. It's also interesting to note that agriculture is projected to be about 70% of the unmanned aircraft market going forward. I've even heard estimates up to 80%. So that's significant, because we all know that the whole world of unmanned aircraft is projected to be quite large. So we're really excited about that. We think that there's a need for a learning network, an opportunity to engage in unmanned aircraft from an extension point of view. So this new E-Extension Learning Network, and we do have a website. It's just getting started, learnUASag.org, learn unmanned aircraft system ag.org. It's dedicated to education and transfer of technology on the topic of unmanned aircraft in agriculture. So we encourage you to keep track of that URL and visit it as we get it populated, get it up and running. We know you'll find valuable, helpful information there. So before I continue on much further, I would like to introduce the leadership team. My name is Wayne Woldt. I'm at the University of Nebraska, and I've been working on a research and extension program on the application of unmanned aircraft systems in agriculture here at the Institute of Ag and Natural Resources. I have a private pilot certificate, and I've been conducting unmanned aircraft flight operations for the past 3 years, along with development and delivery of numerous extension educational programs on unmanned aircraft in agriculture. I'd also like to introduce Jim Robbins. For the past 16 years, Dr. Robbins has been an extension specialist in commercial ornamentals at the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture. He has used unmanned aircraft systems in agricultural research since 2010. And if you do a little bit of research in unmanned aircraft and do a little bit of probing on citations, you'll find some early citations by Jim and the work that he's doing. So that gives you an idea of some depth here on this leadership team. Next individual I'd like to introduce is Dharmendra Saraswat. Dr. Saraswat has more than 20 years of experience as an extension engineer in the United States and abroad. He is currently working as an associate professor, extension engineer for geospatial technologies at the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture. He has been engaged in unmanned aircraft-based research for the past 5 years and has made several presentations on this topic in scientific conferences and public meetings. So again, more depth there for all of us to draw upon. Next individual here is Dennis Henkamp. He's a multimedia production specialist for Utah State University Extension and the College of Agriculture and Applied Sciences. His main interest in UAS technology are videography and photography. In addition, he's working with USU researchers to use small drones for visual analysis of crops, weeds, and forests. Also would like to introduce Victor Villegas. Victor is at Oregon State University. He's a avowed aero geek, has a lifelong interest in aeronautics. He co-moderates the Unmanned Aircraft in Agriculture and the Unmanned Aircraft Operators Google Plus communities. We're lucky to have Victor with us because he also has the unusual distinction of being the world's #1 composer of quirky drone songs, published under the moniker Drone Singer. As the Weird Al of drones, he uses humor to educate and bring attention to drone issues and culture while promoting their safe and responsible use. And we'll get a little taste of some of Victor's creative work here towards the end of the program. And then would also like to introduce Susan Buffler. She has worked as project manager with E-Extension's Water Conservation for Lawn and Landscape and the Green Professors Communities of Practice beginning in 2011. She has worked in the area of sustainable pasture management, as well as both agricultural and urban water management, with an emphasis on water quality design guidelines for agricultural landscapes. So that's our team. We're excited to get moving on this area of unmanned aircraft systems in agriculture.